Now, on today's episode of PJ and the Beard, we're going to do an unboxing and a quick look at our self-proclaimed one of our favorite pedal makers.
Yeah.
It's a pretty special pedal. It's already been unboxed, and I may or may not have played a little bit. Wow.
Right. So, an unboxing, you're gonna have to believe us that there was a white box with a little sticker on the side that said Rotary Reverb. So this is the Lovepedal Rotary Reverb. It's an interesting pedal, the fact that you have both some rotary modulation kind of things in it, and you have a reverb in it. And then you also have a volume knob. So a volume for it. So I think we just dive right into this one. I mean, I don't think there's a lot of backstory to it. It's just, he had it up on a sale, and this is actually one I've been looking for, I don't know, it seems like years. I've been waiting for this one to come up and come around. So, if I click it on, so I have my guitar on, clean sound. So we got a 2000 McCarty through a Fender Hot Rod Deluxe. And then Pat is playing my 2001 McCarty Hollow Body through a PV Classic 30.
With another Lovepedal, or Media Audio, EPH3 delay.
Nice and clean, no reverb there. If I click this on, you're really getting nothing because the volume's is down pretty low. So one of the first things I did when I pulled it out was just try to find where that kind of unity thing is. And I think if we roll it up, about like here.
I'd say yes.
Pretty close.
Yeah.
Now you could push it probably. It's almost like a little bit of a clean boost.
Yeah.
But I think we're going to go kind of that unity place.
We like UNITY.
Okay. So, pedal on. First thing, you have a reverb in it. So, that's what I was saying. This is kind of weird because you have reverb and rotary, and I'm different in that I like my rotary sounds, like the Univibe, Leslie stuff, often before the drive pedals. So, when I'm using the Hughes and Kettner Rotosphere, that's in the effects loop, a little bit different, but anything else, like the vibe pedals and stuff, I always put before my dirt pedals. So, when I was putting this together, and there's a blues jam tonight that I want to take this to. And kind of a special, maybe we shouldn't mention it, but I don't know if it's a special night. It's a sad night because last weekend we lost Mitch Ivanoff, who was one of Harrisburg area. If you're from Pennsylvania, you're from the Harrisburg area, the name Mitch Ivanoff probably means something to you. He played with Krypton City Blues for a long time. Amazing blues guy, probably the guy I watched the most when I was in my early 20s learning how to play guitar. And so he passed away last weekend, and I want to go to the blues jam and play some blues with the guys that kind of were in that circle and knew Mitch, and just a moment to hang out with them. So I threw some pedals on here. We do have the Joyo JP05 battery pack underneath running everything. And
wireless battery pack.
Yeah, it's not plugged in to a power outlet, which is pretty cool. And so with reverb, I'd want to put it at the end of the chain. I'd want it to be last. So I didn't know where to put this. So I'm cheating a little bit. You can't see it, but right off there to the left is the Dispatch Master, which has delay and reverb on it.
Yep.
So a lot of times at that blues jam, there's one of the Fender amps, I think the reverb doesn't work. So if I stuck with that amp, I'm just going to use the reverb off of that, and I'm just going to keep this here for the rotary sounds. Anyway, what's the reverb sound like? Let's go up a little bit. Off.
Sorry. Even at a third, that's pretty warm, and it's there.
Right.
That pedal, I'll tell you, the warmth of that pedal.
And I might even pull that down a little bit if I was using that. I don't know.
It's about right there. Sounds about your normal.
That's maybe a little much.
It's like right in between.
And obviously, we could probably...
Yeah.
Get a big reverb out of it.
Brian Setzer approved.
So we're not dorking with that too much. But that's nice. So we'll leave that on a little bit while we check out the sounds. So what do we have? We have 3 different rotary sounds. And I'm going to have to look at the pedal.
I can see it.
Okay, go ahead.
The toggle switch is flipped up right now, which is reverb and vibrato. The middle position is reverb and chorus. And the bottom is reverb and rotary.
Right. So the one that I'm interested in the most is probably the rotary. But we'll start on, would you say vibrato?
Vibrato.
So what do you think? Maybe go 50% on both?
That's what we like to do.
Maybe I'll play some chords and you can...
Yeah, I can.
That makes you seasick.
Yeah, that's right. Forgot my Dramamine. But yeah, you could see, like, I was just manipulating the mix and the speed. Try to get down the speed that maybe you'd use on your old vintage amp, and then one that was really pronounced, and then of course, you always have to dime something, but it's such a warm pedal. I'm not sure, in the room, it's really warm, and I'm hoping that when it translates to the YouTube world that it's the same.
Yeah, it's really nice. So, of course.
Yeah, we'll start half up again, yeah.
Same kind of thing.
Hello? Oh, Andy Summers? That's approved? Okay, good. Yeah, Andy Summers definitely approves that. That's a nice chorus.
I'm never been a huge chorus guy, but that is sweet. I like that.
So now we're going to go back to the bottom, which is reverb and rotary. And we're going to go straight up again. Very nice.
Yeah, I really like it. I mean, it's really. Warren Haynes does that thing when he's using Kettner Tube Rotosphere, and he does that thing where he has the real fast kind of rotary speed go in, single notes, a little bit of distortion on it. I love that sound, depending on what you're playing, and that hits that a little bit.
Yeah.
Fills that a little bit, especially if you're doing something like this, quick travel board. I want to walk in, drop it down, plug in. Don't have to worry about plugging into an outlet. Real simple. That kind of hits that. And you'll notice that MK3 from Lovepedal, that fuzz pedal still on there with the King of Tone, and thanks to Brian Landreth in that last episode we did with the questions. Even after shooting that, I've kept playing with that video a little bit, and I really love that combination of those two pedals together. But that's not what this is about.
Well, it will be, because you talked about Warren Haynes and overdriven single notes, and so far we played clean single notes. So I think I know what's in our future. And is that going to be just the playing out, or was there more you want to say about the
No,
pedal?
I just wanted to, like normal, just kind of run through it, let people hear what the sounds are. We like Pat said at the beginning of the video, we're self-proclaimed love pedal junkies, I guess, right? We really like the love pedal stuff, and what Shawn Michaels is doing with the pedals that they're putting out. And so, to us, this one knocked it out of the park. Like, we have a high standard with him, like, we like his pedals, they're good. This one, I feel like, is...
Yeah. I have a few, and you have several, and we plugged that one in, and right away I was like, that's a pretty special pedal. Definitely the warmth, and the combination of the effects that are in that pedal are just fantastic.
Right.
So I think we talked about, though, for the purposes of playing out at the end, is we'll turn the reverb off. Is that true? We'll turn the reverb off of there and turn the delay on here, or just the delay?
Right. I think we're going to turn Dispatch Master on with...
Reverb and delay?
Reverb and delay, because the reverb's off the amp. I don't feel like getting up.
And then we're going to back this one down, then.
Let's back that one down.
All right. So
we're going to cheat a little bit, because it's in front of the drive. Mm-hmm. And I want to be able to use the drive, and I think the drive will sound a little... With the reverb in front of the drive, I actually played with it. It's not something you want us to record. It's not something you want us to record. So, yeah, I think we're going to play out. So we're pretty much done here. We do have some other love pedals sitting around that are coming up tonight. So there's another like TS808 kind of style one. There's another fuzz kind of style one. And some other stuff. Got some field trips coming up that are in the works that we're really excited about.
Summertime.
Right. Get some special people to go talk to. So if you're interested in any of those things, please subscribe. If you've been here this long, please hit the like button. As always, we love comments. We like the discussion. So leave your comments. Give us tips. And maybe we'll revisit those in one of those we asked for it, good or bad.
Good.
With that...
PJ, on behalf of the Beard, reminding you that no matter what you hear, you never have too much gear. You want what side of the King Tone? You're gonna.
I'll get it. You go ahead.
Let's start playing. All right, here we go.
That probably really killed the level.
Yeah, that's right.